It's Mystic Mod here to talk to you about the new moon solar eclipse happening today at 29 degrees of Aries tonight at 9:12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So actually, this is the second Aries new moon this year. We had one at 1 degree of Aries, and we're having this one at 29 degrees of Aries, and that's the only way that we can have two new moons in the same sign. Usually, it's just one new moon per sign for the year, but this year we have two. So the significance of that is at the very first degree of Aries. I can't remember the exact day that we had that last new moon, but it was at 1 degree of Aries. The Sabian symbol for 1 degree of Aries is a woman emerging from the ocean being embraced by a seal. So what that represents, the woman emerging from the ocean, is our higher selves, the next evolution of ourselves, trying to emerge, trying to come forth. We all came from the ocean, and so we evolved by crawling out of it, emerging from it. So it's kind of the symbolism for evolving to the next level. The seal embracing the woman represents our old habits, our past behaviors, just the past holding us back, trying to drag us back into the ocean. And it's true that whenever we try something new or we know where we're trying to go, but we're not there yet, and we're trying to get there, like it is our past behaviors and tendencies, our emotional triggers, things from the past that really drag us behind, like whether it's a bad relationship that we just like can't get away from. And that could be like with a person or a job, or it could be an emotional reaction we have from a trauma from our past that we can't seem to release or let go of, and it's hindering our progress forward. So this whole past month, we've really been seeing, as we're trying to emerge into this new year, into this new way of life and this new way of being, what it is that's been holding us back. And it is our past stuff. Maybe it's too much TV or focusing too much on relationships and not enough on the new thing that you should be focusing on, or being lazy, or um, like old conflicts that are coming up, or whatever it is. Just think back over this past month and see what has been really like hindering your progress forward. And so we're at the 29 degrees of Aries. To the 29th degree of any sign is called the anaretic degree, the crisis degree. The way that I like to explain it is you have been in a class for a whole semester learning about something, and now finally at the 29th degree, you're almost out of that class. You're almost ready to take the next one, but you need to take that final exam to pass that test in order to move forward to the next level of class. So that's the 29th degree. So we're like, what it is. You've had this whole month, you've had a whole lifetime of dealing with these things that have been holding you back, and you're ready to process them out of your life. You're ready to release that karmic weight. That is what eclipses are for, like releasing the karmic weight of something, and then evolving and like allowing something new to come into your life, new lessons, the next step to take. But you have to pass this test first. You have to like compost all of this stuff, get rid of these compulsive behaviors, get rid of that relationship, that job, that house, the attachments that you have that are just trying to drag you back into the past. You're trying to get to the future, and that is this eclipse that's happening on the north node. That is the future orientation. It's happening on the north node of the moon. The next one will happen on the south node, which is like more focused on the past. But this one is like we're trying to get forward. So what is holding us back? So you've had this month to really see what has been coming up, and you can probably figure that out. Take some time to reflect, like, okay, that showed up. Okay, I'm ready to be done with that lesson. I've been having too much dairy, and I know that my body hates that, and I've been feeling slow and sluggish, and bloated, or and my health has been getting in the way of me having the energy to move forward. And I know that I shouldn't be doing this, but my desire for pizza is too much. That's just, for example. Some things are much, much worse. But for example, so now we have the eclipse and this new moon, and we're ready to wrap that up. And if we didn't know what was the thing that's holding us back, like this eclipse is really going to let us know, because a solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the earth and the sun, therefore basically blocking the sun's light, the spiritual solar energy that we get from the sun that sheds lights on things. It's like the joy and the harmony. It's like the ego consciousness in the best way that we can think about the ego, which is future planning, kind of like taming our primal selves so that we can like get where we're trying to go. Think of the strength card in the tarot deck. So that is completely blocked, and all that energy is absorbed by the moon, and the moon reflects nothing back. So what is emphasized within a solar eclipse is the lunar faculties. So our subconscious, our unconscious behaviors, our reactions, expediency, selfishness, opportunism, kind of like our lower mind stuff, and also the stuff that we hide deep down within. We're ashamed of that part of ourselves. We don't like that part of ourselves, but it comes up. It's our compulsive behavior, our emotional reactions that come from like our past. It's our shadows. It's think of the moon card in tarot. So that's all being emphasized and empowered because that's getting the power of the sun, and we're just getting that reflected to us. No sunlight. So really, whatever you need, whatever needs to be healed, whatever needs to be transformed in order for you to move forward, that's going to really be shown to us, our blind spots, in the next couple weeks until we get the next the lunar eclipse, and then the sun's rays are emphasized, the sun's powers and faculties are emphasized. So this is like our big opportunity to be like, whoa, that's still there, that is blocking me from my progress, my evolution. It's time to deal with that. So this is that perfect time to wrap things up. So also what's helping this is it's the Aries new moon. So we have to look at the Mars, because Mars rules Aries, to see what's going on there. And Mars is in the sign of Cancer, which is interesting because that is the moon's sign. So when we think about Mars in Cancer, Mars is not like to be in Cancer. Cancer is a feminine, receptive side. It's about nurturing and like your inner work and inner security. And Mars is like just wants to go fast. It wants to go hard, and it wants to go out and do its own thing. So it feels really cramped and tense in Cancer. So Cancer has to do with your family. It has to do with your inner security, as I said. So when Mars is in that sign of combativeness and war, it's really showing us where we are. It makes us emotionally reactive, and it's showing us the places where we feel unloved, unsupported, where we need more support and healing. It might bring up family matters. It's extra reactionary, and it's showing us where we basically feel unseen and unsupported and under-resourced. It's our emotional and compulsive behavior. It shows us where our emotions control us and where we feel a little out of control emotionally. So looking to see what signs, what's going on with Mars in your chart. Look to your chart to see where Mars is happening, and the new moon, and the solar eclipse, to see which areas of your life are being activated at this time. So this is all working really strongly together, and the solar eclipse is happening on the north node of the moon, which is future oriented. It's where we're going in this life. So it's really emphasizing what needs to be transformed, and it's doing it in a really, really strong way. If you would like to explore this further in your chart, I am open to new moon readings. We would do tarot and astrology and look at your chart to see what is being lit up, what's being activated, and then we would pull cards to see what needs to be embraced, released, what's emerging for you at this time, what's the opportunity, what's the challenge, what supports you moving through this, and some advice for making it all come together. So if you're interested in a reading, I will put a link to my website in the bio. All right, let's get to the cards. Aries, what message for you this new moon solar eclipse? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is telling us that you are ready to be in charge of your energy. You're ready to spread it around. When I think of the Queen of Wands, I think of a cheerleader. She's like, you can do this. Go get it. You've got this. You can do anything. And that's really the Queen of Wands. She's really in charge of her creative control. She's got this little black cat there that shows that she's magic. She's a master of this wand. She can direct that energy anywhere and bring life. See these sunflowers? She's really harnessing the power of the sun, and she's creative and supportive of other people. So not only is this about believing in yourself and believing in your talents and your abilities, but also being really supportive of the people around you and hyping people up, you know, being a fan of everyone and helping other people realize their own dreams. All right, Taurus, Wheel of Fortune reversed. So when I see this Wheel of Fortune, it's like something needs to be released, you know, and that's exactly what we've been talking about with this solar eclipse and new moon energy. It's like something's it's like trying to get to this 10. It's trying to be composted. When I see this, I really do think of like a compost, you know, that like turning the compost, you know, so that it becomes food for your future and not just sitting there and rotting. But there's something that's stuck and it really needs to move. So pay super close attention to what's been coming up for you this past month and the past next couple weeks to see how you can work towards releasing that energy so that you can evolve to that next level. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, we have the Page of Cups reversed. So you might be feeling a block in your energy. You might be feeling like your wishes aren't coming true, or you're not feeling inspired to do much of anything. What's the advice? The Six of Wands. So the advice here is just to believe in yourself. You have a parade coming, like something is coming in towards you, but you have to keep your eyes open for it. You know, turn this card upside down and start really tuning into your heart's desires. Gemini can really be in your head. And so it's really about believing in your ability to manifest what you want in your life. And then now that I think about it in reverse, this could be letting your own like unconscious emotional needs get in the way, which is perfect and on time. So just pay attention and really focus on the things that you do want instead of the past things that are getting in the way. All right, what's next? Oh, Cancer. We have the Six of Cups reversed. So when I think about this card, this is like being stuck in the past, literally. Upright, this is like nostalgia for the past. This is like making peace with the past. It's fond memories with your childhood friends or family or of home. And then when I see it reversed, it's like being stuck there. And if anyone's going to get stuck in the past, it's going to be Cancer. So it's really paying attention to the areas of like where you are just thinking about the past or like letting your past things hold you back, you know? And I guess this is like going to be true for everyone, but especially for you, Cancer, this month, for this solar eclipse, you know, pay close attention to your habits and where you're letting them hold you back. Okay, Leo. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Leo, when I see Queen of Pentacles, I'm thinking like this is focusing on your money. This is like your habits, your routines. This is really just like taking that focus and setting some goals and going after it. It's a beautiful card for knowing that you're grounded. This is also spending time in nature, paying attention to your finances, Leo. I think that this is going to be a beautiful eclipse for you as long as you know what you want and have some goals. Virgo. course, if you're enjoying this, it would be super helpful for me if you would hit that like button, share with your friends. Oops, here we go. Knight of Swords. Okay, Virgo, this is like, you know what you want and you are going after it, and you're going after it full focus, full strength, super hard and super fast. This is like a good time. You've cleared your own energy and now you know what you want and you're going after it with everything that you've got. It's going to be a good couple of weeks for you. Okay, who's next? Libra. Ooh. Immediately, we have the Hierophant, the first major arcana of the deck, or second, I guess. So the Hierophant is about being a bridge. It's about being a spiritual leader or seeking advice from someone who knows more than you about something. This is also the card of conformity, society, law, education. As you can see, this person up here, he's got the keys, and these people down here are looking to him for advice. They don't know the will of God, and they believe that this person does. So they're going to him to understand more of something that they don't know about. So this could be seeking counsel, like about law, or a therapist who, there's just many topics in life that we aren't masters at and that other people are, and we could use their advice. So for some of you, Libra, it's like you are seeking advice to help you balance your own life. Maybe you're getting a therapist, or you are helping other people to balance their own lives, and only you know which one you need. Are you in the position to be helping other people's? Are you in a place of balance yourself, or have some advice that's going to be helpful for other people? Or are you the one that's like lost and needing advice or needing help? This could be a life coach. This could be a business coach. This could be anything that you're like, you know what, I'm stuck. I don't know anything about this, and everything will go faster and more smooth if I seek help. Scorpio. Oh gosh, this card just immediately came out. Oh, Scorpio. Why? So this is like being really confused and having a lot of options, but not knowing which options are good, not really knowing yourself. This is like confusion and fantasy. Maybe you're spending too much time watching TV or screen on the like scrolling, doom scrolling, or maybe you're just not trusting yourself to know what's good and what isn't. This is like, there's a lot of cups. Some of them have like dragons in them. Some of them, they represent the 7 deadly sins here. And it's like, and you can see this person in black is like, he's confused. He doesn't know even who he is. He's like the shadow of himself. So Scorpio, this is like taking the time away from the screen. I really associate this with like fantasies and indulgences. So if you're indulging yourself with too much food or too much drinking or partying or too much screen time, like whatever it is, take a step back and come back into yourself so that you can find clarity from a grounded place. Sagittarius. We have the reverse death card. Sagittarius, something is pulling you forward and something is pulling you back. What is getting in the way of your transformation? This should be a really important time for you. Death is a major arcana card. There's something that's really really asking you to step up, to step forward, to move into the future. So what is getting in the way? Capricorn. Capricorn. Reverse 5 of Wands. So when I see this card, this is about directing your energy. It's also about not fighting so much with other people, avoiding conflict or healing a conflict. Upright, this is conflict, and conflict means growth sometimes, and sometimes it's just holding you back. In order to transform chemically, alchemically, we need heat and pressure. Those are the things that push us forward. When things are going well, like there's no reason for us to evolve. Like why not keep things the same way? Um, it's we need that pressure. We need to be like, oh, this is uncomfortable enough. I need to like change. Otherwise, we just stay in the same place. So this is about taking that pressure, taking that conflict, taking the heat, and allowing us to transform from it. So Capricorn, you're really being asked to like look at which direction this heat and pressure is pushing you. This is about taking your energy, not letting it scatter all over the place, but to direct it in a particular goal. Get clear on what that goal is so you can take all this energy and put it in one direction. Aquarius, the Emperor. So Aquarius, this is a really important time for you to know your boundaries, to say, this is where my kingdom is, and this is my domain, and what happens within here is my responsibility, and I'm in control of it, and to not overstep your boundaries. This isn't being a petty tyrant in other people's kingdoms. It's knowing where you stand, who you are, and like defending your borders pretty strongly. This is also about like going after what you want and tending to it in a way, in like a fatherly way, the way that a father like protects their brood, if you will. Like there's people that you are in charge of potentially. There is like a business or you have a domain, and this is about tending to that strongly and in a powerful way, but not in an oppressive way. Okay, Pisces. Last but not least. Oh, I love it. Finally, Pisces, we have the star card. The star card is about shining your light. You can see like her being naked represents her being her authentic self, who she is by taking care of herself, like pouring water in the reflection pool that she's looking at. That shows that she's only like focused on who she is, nurturing herself, but by nurturing herself, she's able to pour out and nurture the community around her. This is about shining your light, your gifts, your talents. This is about stepping into who you are, because when you are who you are authentically, and you are like using your gifts to bringing your gifts to this world, you are making the world a better place. You are raising the vibration of the whole world. So you're really helping others by helping yourself. This is also a card of hope and faith and renewal. So if something has stalled in your life, then this is an opportunity to renew that energy. Only if it's helpful though. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that it helps you navigate this new moon and this eclipse. If you'd like your own reading, please look at my link in the bio. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. This would be huge for me and the algorithm and getting this project out there, if you liked, of course. And I guess that's it. Have a wonderful day.